Terry back now to see what Rick and Roberta have done to his old home. And I am kid you not, the changes are amazing. I'm back in the lovely town of Ringwood in Hampshire to revisit Rick and Roberta Burton. Now, they bought their house only 6 weeks ago from Terry Royal. He sold this riverside terrace to Rick and Roberta for £225,000. They planned to spend £50,000 on renovating the house, which had hardly been touched for 30 years. But before I bring Terry back to find out what he thinks of the changes, let's see what Rick and Roberta have done to the old place. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Roberta, it's beautiful.
It is, isn't it? We're really pleased with the way it's turned out.
You've made it so much lighter.
Yes,
You've got the windows now at the front of the room and the back of the room, which completely brightens the whole thing, and I love the floor.
Yes, nice, isn't it?
So this was the doorway here, was it, Roberta?
Yeah, this was just like a very pokey little doorway into a very, very dark room. The window was only half the size of what it is now.
This is absolutely incredible. This was 3 small, dark rooms, and now we have one incredible room. How have you done it?
Well, this was the existing kitchen. Then it was a lean-to, and then the bathroom.
And I designed the kitchen with the sink looking out over that view.
This is a little bit special. It's wonderful, because you would have no idea from seeing the front of the house on the green, as pretty as it is out there, that at the back of the house there is this. As we've seen, Rick and Roberta got rid of the downstairs bathroom to make way for the kitchen. So now they've turned the old junk room upstairs into a brand spanking new bathroom.
It wasn't big enough to have a shower and a separate bath, but it's important to have a bath, isn't it?
It is.
Because we put the loo by the window so that you can see the view, and it hasn't got frosted glass in it. And they even queried it at the glass factory. They said, look, this is your bathroom window, you need it to be opaque. And we went, no, 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 we want to watch what's going on out there.
A throne with a view is an asset to any house, in my opinion. Into the master bedroom. This is lovely. And doesn't the door open the wrong way now?
Yeah, but that means, of course, you have to reverse all the light switches.
The fireplace is so pretty.
Lovely. Lovely. We've kept that because that's part of the property.
Yeah.
And it would be criminal to take that away, wouldn't it?
It would really have been. Rick and Roberta have done a spectacular job. They had planned to spend £50,000. Surely they haven't stayed within budget.
We've ended up spending £48,000. So we're really pleased with ourselves.
So, I've seen what Rick and Roberta have done with the place, and in 6 weeks the transformation is frankly unbelievable. What on earth is Terry going to think? He lived here for 30 years, don't forget. Will he even recognise it as the home he loved?
Well, first impressions. Completely different house. It's made it look massive.
Yeah.
I'd have liked to have seen it like this while I was living here, actually.
Look at this.
The size of this compared with what it was before. it was basically about that much, and that was it. You didn't actually walk straight through without all the steps.
Yeah.
There was about 3 different levels through.
And what does Terry think about what used to be his junk room? It's now the bathroom.
What a difference.
Terry's bedroom of 30 years has changed too.
It's nice to see that they've left the old fireplace in as a feature. It must have been there since 1882 when the place was built, so it's nice to see that there's still something in here that's virtually original.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it seems an awful lot bigger.
Terry is clearly impressed with the changes, but how has coming back made him feel?
I suppose I was a little bit nervous about how I'd react on seeing all the changes. Yeah, there's no painful memories. Well, there is. The death of the wife, Beryl, but I should have perhaps moved on a few years ago even, and let this sort of happen then.
Well, what have the changes done to the price? Rick and Roberta bought the house for £225,000 and spent 48 grand doing it up. It is time to tell them what it's worth now. We've had it valued, and the valuation has come back at £295,000.
Ooh.
You look disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're disappointed.
We expected just a little bit more.
I'm not sure why Rick and Roberta are so disappointed. If they sell for £295,000, they'll make 22 grand profit. Not bad for 6 weeks' work.
I suppose when you look at it like that, it's not bad, is it?
I think that's something to toast, you two. Come on, cheers.
Cheers.
You've had 6 hard weeks on this property, Rick. Do you want to sell it?
Not really. I fell in love with it, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Rick and Roberta were disappointed with the valuation, but they shouldn't be. They've had only 6 weeks and they've transformed a Victorian terrace into a contemporary, stylish home. For Terry, well, maybe it was a missed opportunity, but by coming back and being the returning vendor, he can now move on. I told you it was a good one.